It's about 145 miles from Cleveland to our state's capital in Columbus, Ohio. The state capitol is called the State House, and it stood on 10 acres of land here in the center of Columbus since the mid-1800s. The building used to house most of the key offices of state government, but now many are scattered throughout the state office buildings around town. This is still the office of the Governor of Ohio, but now it's used only for ceremonial purposes, and our current governor, John Kasich, was kind enough to show us around and explain some of the history associated with this office.
This was the room where Abraham Lincoln was sitting when a messenger, he was sitting talking to the governor of Ohio, and a messenger came in the room and said, look, the House of Representatives has accepted the Electoral College of the results, and so you're going to be president. And it happened right in here. And what I always try to do is to tell kids, Lincoln had his hand resting right here when he found out he was president, so I get all the kids that come in and get them all to stick their hands right on that corner.
Governor Kasich is the 63rd person to serve as Ohio's chief executive. It was George Voinovich who, when he was governor, decided the State House office was just not large enough.
I don't use this office very often. I will have meetings here. Well, frankly, because I think that I can't have all my staff here and I got to jam them little cubby holes, and I don't need this. So I will reserve this for kind of special occasions.
One of my most favorite spots in the State House is right here in the rotunda, where there's a very famous painting that has a really unusual story.
The painting that we're referring to is Perry's Victory by William Powell. It was commissioned in 1857. There was a price that was set at $5,000. So when Powell completes the painting, he takes it on a nationwide tour. When he's in Washington, D.C., the U.S. Capitol, the federal government says, you know, we'll take this painting. And they offered Powell $15,000. So what Powell does is he comes back to the state of Ohio and said, hey, listen here guys, I've got this offer for $15,000. You know, unless you match it, it's going to go to Washington, D.C. So the state comes up with is a compromise. So we get the original for $10,000. So we moved up the price a little bit. And then Washington, D.C. gets a copy for $15,000. So the big winner was William Powell himself. So on the exterior, we're Greek Revival, pure Greek Revival, the Doric order, very popular, 1820 through 1860 United States. But on the inside, we have both Greek and Roman influences. So if we look up, we have that Roman dome. But on the outside, it's that Greek Revival, that Greek design, so the cupola.
The Ohio State House, you can spend an entire day just wandering its corridors and its courtyards. And best of all, it's just a one-tank trip. I'm Neil Zerker.